Welcome back to CrossCourt Conversations. Today we got a special guest, man. We got this dude right here. I think out of all our guests, I think his name has been dropped one too many times to escape us. So we were like, man, we got to get this dude on. We got to get him on. Shaun, what's up, Shaun?
Hey, thank you for having me on, man.
Yeah.
So
it's an honor. It's an honor.
Yeah. So before we start, man, we got to cheers one. Shaun, we can't. I'm not gonna chug mine. I know that for a fact, but we can just maybe a quarter.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us, Shaun. Taking time out of your busy life, man.
Yes,
sir. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
that looks good.
Oh, yeah. After a hot, long day, I was in the gym for an hour and a half and stuffy and hot in there, man.
So Shaun, we'll kick it right off, man. We always ask, every guest same question when they come on. We always ask them who made the biggest impact on them as a player. So who made the biggest impact on you as a player?
Oh shoot, I gotta go way back, huh? Probably my first high school coach, man. Kevin from he played with MVP, and then but he's better known to be on Zero Gravity. So that was my first high school coach. Yeah, the lefty.
Oh, I played against him.
And probably my setter, man. Ben Cha, may he rest in peace. He just passed away with cancer, and
oh man, sorry to hear.
That's my day one, man. He's the one that picked me up when no one saw the potential in me. So he saw it before anyone else. So bless his heart and his soul, and condolences to his family, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry to hear, bro. Talk a little about that. What team was that?
Shoot, we had so many names, dude. When I was young, I was like 19 out of high school.
Yeah.
A couple of my high school teammates actually played for Zero Gravity, like Pao Vu, the outside hitter, Hugh, and Vang. Dude, Vang was a flyer. I don't know if you remember Vang. He's like the shortest guy on the team.
Was he?
But he hits outside. And when he was in high school, he was on varsity while I was on fresh JV. So he's a little bit older than I am. But he just two-step, grabbed two rim with two hands in the gym. I was like, whoa.
Snap.
Yeah. So I think he might be like Danny's height. Or shorter, man.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So he was a true leaper. But after that, all my buddies play volleyball. I play basketball. Yeah. So they're like, "Hey, man, we're looking to make a new team." So Ben, he played with MVP. So I guess they got into it, and he left MVP.
Yeah.
Tried to create a team.
Who was it? Who was it that pissed him off?
Wow. It's too long ago, man.
Oh, go on now.
Too long ago. But man, my first time playing outdoors, it was way different, man. The wind, everything else, the grass. You don't jump as high. I had to learn to adapt, man. It took me some time to adapt, but that's how I got into Hmong Volleyball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just I can say so much about like my boy Ben, man. Right out of high school, I have no money, man. I was poor, came from a really poor family, and there's this high school that all the top players, all the top teams go and play at.
Yeah.
And if you lose, you got to pay, right? So it's like, back then it's 50 cents, but minimum wage was like $2.75 back then. So, you know, 50 cents back then was worth a lot more than 50 cents nowadays. You know what I mean?
50 cents? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, 50 cents? Oh, man, damn.
50 cents. Or soda, man.
Yeah.
Or soda. So we play for drinks, you know what I mean? And when you go out there, though, there's a lot of trash talkers, man. I don't know if you know anything about Fresno volleyball back then. If you don't go with your team, you don't play. That's how that's how it is, man. Yeah. At the volleyball court, at the tournaments, we just sit. Our team sits with our team, their teams, and no one talks. You know, it's not
it's like almost like a gang thing, huh? Like everybody got their own little clique or whatever, right?
Who are the top teams back then?
You know, it's pretty tense, man. It's like every game is so intense. You know, especially Fresno. We have so many great teams during that time. So as a young buck coming up, you know, Raven was already you know, a well-known name, Zero Gravity MVP. That's, man, back then was intense, man. You don't go with your team. 99 to the early 2000s. Yeah. Okay. 99, 2000, 2001, those 3 years. I gotta say, we almost got to a few fights on the court, man, and that's how intense it is. Yeah,
man. Especially when there's stuff on the line too, man. Like, you know, you put money in,
like 50 cents, right?
Man, that
means a lot, man.
Those are fighting money right there, man.
I think more than anything, now, like all the teams that place, they play there. You get what I'm saying? It's all the teams that always get first, second, third, fourth. All the elite teams. That's the one spot that they go play. So you really want to test your skill, test where you are at as a team. That's where you go, man.
What was that park called? Can you give a shout out? What was that park called?
McLean High School, man. That was high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all fighting at high school?
Yeah, this high school. Yeah, these OGs, they come in, they set up. They got the like OGs, like they would play 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 1-on-3. Yeah. And then we got the younger court on the side. They used to have like 4 courts, right? So that's where all the volleyball players would go and play. So, man, I remember a lot of heated games just for practice, man. But I tell you what, without those, you know, rivals, even now when we see each other, it's funny. We talk about it, but without them, I don't think would have improved as fast. You know what I mean? Because you gotta improve fast, because they're gonna talk shit to you until like they're gonna. It's more like a bully ball back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At that time, who were you playing with?
Just me, Ben, Steve. Man, a lot of people probably, except the older guys, know who Steve Chang is. He's like one of the hardest hitters in town, man. Yeah. I know you guys know A-Fu. Yeah. A-Fu's hit pretty hard, right? Yeah. I think Steve, my boy, hits harder than A-Fu.
Oh, damn, bro.
That's how hard he hit, man. Like, and then it would just, you know, just us core 3 guys, and then we just pull other guys in that didn't have a team. Because back then, it's really hard to recruit, man. Most of the good guys, they already have their solid team, you know.
Yeah.
What were you guys called back then?
We were Daredevils, Arsenal, and then the team that we started winning was Kryptonite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that squad. I think.
Yeah, we came J4 once.
Was it just once?
Yeah, we came to, I forgot the year, but we lost to Chicago. I'm still mad about it to this day, but you know, it was a heated game, man.
What year was that? What year was that?
Oh shit!
Must be in the 90s sometime.
Gotta be like 03 or 04
Chicago.
or something like that.
I think it's 03, 04. It has to be 03, 04, man.
Yeah,
because I know, I remember going because we were going at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like F-bombs and, you know, it's like.
Who would have thought 10 years later you still go at it again?
I know, right?
Or how many
you
years?
two are still holding it down, man.
Yeah, I don't know how many years after, but you was still going at it.
God,
I'm gonna get this motherfucker one way or another. Yeah.
It was great times, man. It was great times.
Yeah.
All the wins and all the losses, man. I don't consider losses. I just call it learning, man.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
For sure. Now, when you were coming up playing with all the guys, how did you guys know each other? Were you guys related? Were you guys homeboys, or how did that happen?
Actually, I went to high school. My best friend in high school, which was Mark, right? Mark Cha, was I think it was Ben's nephew or cousin, one of those. So they were related, and then so when he recruited Mark, Mark took me in, even though I wasn't as polished as a player yet, you know. I was just a raw athlete, you know what I mean? Quick, could jump, but not too coordinated for volleyball yet. But took a lot of work, man. Took a lot of work.
Hey, how you talked about you playing hoops? How far did you? Because I know. I think your son got recruited for a D2 school, right?
Yeah. My son actually.
Congrats to him, man.
He's gonna be a freshman in college, so he's gonna play D2 basketball. So
wow! Congratulations to him. And
thank
to
you.
guys.
Thank you.
That's a lot of invest. You know, you invest a lot, man, and you know for your son to play D2, dude. D2 that's a lot of D1 players playing D2, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're just blessed, you know what I mean? His hard work paid off, and I say it's all him, man. At the beginning, you just got to get them in the gym, and then after that, it's pretty much up to them where they want to take it, you know?
How old was he when he started whooping your butt, dude?
Dude, he barely beat me this year, man. Shit, we always play one-on-one.
Did you play that prison ball, man? You played that prison ball? You just back him down, right?
Yeah.
Take that elbow.
Stronger now, man.
Yeah.
He works out a lot, so he's like he got muscle now, so I can't move him no more, man. He's like a solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to move him, you know.
How were you as a b-ball player, man?
Me, I just played in the playground, you know what I mean? I never had the sport, or my parents never believed in sports. Believe it or not, when my senior year, they didn't even come to my senior night. Or when I got my MVP, you know, they have never seen me play a game. You know. So that's why all my kids, I try not miss any games. You know what I mean? I'm there every game. And, you know, I could be the proudest dad, and we're pretty proud of parents. You know what I mean? They are kids and involved in sports that we really love. You know?
Yeah, it's crazy how that happens, and then when you're the parent, you kind of like overcompensate. Sometimes it's like too much. Sometimes they're like, "Oh Lord, my parents are here."
Actually, I used to be a pretty big trash talker in my younger days, but as I get age, you know, I'm more mellow. But I'm one of those quiet parents that just go and watch and just cheer. You know, I coach too, so I don't like it when parents try to coach my kids while we're playing. You know,
so for real. Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. That's awesome to hear your son is moving to the next level. Hey, man, that's a lot of work, dude. That's a lot of work you got to put in. You know what I mean?
We always try to prove people wrong, man. I think my whole life I always try to prove people wrong. You know, people always say, "Why do you want to put your kid in basketball, man?" That's like a sport show. That's like 6'6", you know, 6'4" and up, 7-footers. But I would say unfortunate. Fortunately, my son, that's what he gravitate towards. You know what I mean? I tried volleyball. He played volleyball all the way through. I mean, he still played in high school, but just for fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I guess he's good enough where the coach just told him to walk on to varsity without even trying out. So he played two years of volleyball in high school as well, and you know, so.
Awesome. Now you got your daughter going too, man. That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
Big
I already
things.
started my 5-year-old, dude. My 5-year-old.
For real?
Yeah.
Start them young. Y'all hear it first. Y'all heard it here, man. Start them young.
Dude,
yeah.
My oldest, I'll tell you guys this. With my oldest, I know that all his teammates, they started since kindergarten, man.
Yeah.
So it's like this age that my son's starting, my youngest one starting, that's where Eric started. So my oldest, he didn't start till 5th grade. So he's really like 5 years behind all his teammates. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the crazy part.
Dang. That's dope as hell. So I know we went on a tangent there, but I just had to get that out there, man. So coming up, who was that? Who was that player, man? Who was that player you kind of mirrored yourself after? Because everybody's got one, right? Like I have one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
except for A-Fu.
Ooh.
Except for A-Fu, right? He just,
how nice is that though? How nice is that to have that dude to see and to.
Hey, I play against him in his prime, you know.
Yeah.
A-Fu, if you're watching this, you know, he was the one guy I could never beat. So the only way to beat him was someone else got to beat him, and then I beat the other team.
Yeah. I hear you, man.
For some reason, he's always been my kryptonite. A-Fu, I don't know what it is, man. But, you know, I've always been a student of the game, and I believe in studying and watching other players. So as I didn't have anyone to look up to. I'm the oldest of my out of all my siblings, you know, 8 siblings. I was the first one to play sport, which was against my parents' wishes. But I just like, man, I just want to do it, you know. So I was always a student game. So I was trying to combine what I saw out there because I have no experience or no knowledge of any sports, right? So I saw A-Fu. I tried to imitate his part of his game, his offense, you know, man, his energy. I could never hit as hard as him, but also, like, I always try to jump high, like Vang or Pow from Zero Gravity. So, you know, I try to combine different elements from different players and mesh it into my own, you know. So that's what I did, you know.
Yeah. You know, my cousin and I, we used to wait like a whole year just to see like Cali guys like A-Fu, A from Zero Gravity, Bo, all those guys. Dude, we used to wait like a whole year, bro. We were like, oh, J4's coming. Those guys coming. Let's go watch them. You know, so we can learn. Dude, that was because we didn't have, you know, we didn't have no YouTube or we couldn't YouTube nothing and all that stuff. Yeah, smartphones and nothing. You know what I mean? Like we didn't have trainers and all that. We were just like, man, we're just going off, you know, like what we see. So like every year, dude, we were like, man, we were waiting on A-Fu. Not to play him, just to see him. Like, what's going on? Like, what is he doing? Like, you know what I mean?
Well, I forgot one more player, man.
What's up?
I forgot one more player. Go to download Bo, man.
Oh man, dude, that guy, man.
Pick up his, you know, all-around game. You know what I mean? You gotta be more than just one dimensional. You know. So you could do damage on even just on the serve and receive. You know.
Yes.
So for me, I hate being off the court. So I definitely work pretty hard just on just being, you know, a good passer, defensive player, you know, and I love blocking. I think that's if any of the older guys, that's probably my forte right there. Just want to shut people down, man.
That's the shit talking part right there, man. People just don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's the best part, man.
Yeah. You block somebody, that's like legit shit talk right there.
Yeah. Lock them one-on-one. That's it. It's over. You know.
Hey man, since you said he's your down low, man, you got to get him on. We need you to, hey, nudge him a little bit. Him or Ty, man. I can't get Ty on at all, man. This dude's all up in our comments, but he never want to come on.
Yep. Hey, development. They're really humble and modest guys. You know what I mean? We played together before he moved up there too. So we played a little bit together with Koo before I created Primetime. You know. And Bo was a big reason why I created Primetime was because he moved away. So I had to build a team.
So how did that develop anyways? Were some of the guys family members? How did that all come about?
Man. The original ones, it was me and my brothers. You guys probably don't know them too well because they have a pretty short career. Yeah. But my younger brother, Poor, he was a teammate of Vang. Okay. So they were undefeated in high school for like 2 years, like in Fresno. They're like 13-0. So they beat every high school team out here. They have a pretty good team. And the crazy part is Vang is up here, right? One of the elite players of all time. Yeah. And my brothers hang with him, you know what I mean? Like their senior year, my brother got MVP, and he came out at the Fresno B, like on the sports page, on the front cover, you know what I mean?
Damn.
So, like I train all my brothers, you know what I mean? Like I just want them to do the stuff that I never got to do, you know? Yeah. So
talk a little bit about that. Training in terms of what, just go through
club,
one day. Yeah,
like club, you know what I mean? Travel ball, and the cool was like him and Blonde. They were so talented. Don't tell anybody, but they didn't have to pay for anything, you know. And the coaches would just say, "Hey, you know, just come," you know. Yeah. And you know, they waive the fee and just let them play. You know, that's. I guess when you have the talent, it's a little bit easier, you know what I mean? Yeah. But they're the reason why my parents actually went to their games. That's the crazy part, man. Which was good, you know what I mean?
It's all good though. Yeah.
My parents actually flipped the switch, I guess, you know what I mean? And started seeing, you know, hey, maybe I should go and watch them play, you know. Yeah. But my parents did watch me play when I was playing Hmong Volleyball after high school, you know. They're like, oh, making good. So I'm like,
counts. It counts, man. That's all that matters. It counts.
Now, Shaun, tell me how were you like as a bigger brother, man? Did you were you hard on them? Did you, a lot of love and care, or how did that go about, man?
I use everything, bro. I use everything. Yeah. I don't know if you remember my other brother, G, and he came with us. He won K4 with us. He was our defensive player in the back.
Oh. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Corey, you probably will remember him.
He's a stockier dude, right?
Yeah, but dude, he's probably like one of the top defensive players, like hands down. You know, I don't know how he does it. You know, they hit the ball straight down hard. He still digs it up. But him, I need to threaten him a little bit. You know what I mean? So like more tough love. And then my other brother, Poor, you know, he tend to be more a good listener. So I didn't have to. It was just more support and hey, you know, dude, when you jump up, you can see hands, you know, or you know, he's more coachable. So I use different tactics depending on, you know. And my other brother, Nah, he played with us a little bit. All my brothers, they're taller than me, man. That's the thing.
Can't teach
Poor,
that.
he's like, I can't teach height, man. They're like 5'10", 5'11". So, you know, I'm like 5'7.5". I round up though. I'm 5'8".
Yeah. So, can you talk a little bit about those primetime years, man? Like, because those are the years that kind of resonate with you know this generation, right?
Yeah.
You guys are kind of like the team of kind of the decade or whatever, like past 10 years or whatever. You know what I mean?
That was, you know, the crazy part. That was my goal. In my younger days, I played with a lot of teams. I had like Mika and Samoan and different ethnicity teammates before, you know. And then I started seeing these teams come up, and I keep hearing people say, "Tapi the Hmong sushing other ethnic, other teams that have ethnic." And I'm not saying there's a wrong way to do that, okay? Because I had teammates myself where Yamikala, other ethnicity, right? But this time around, since I started hearing that, I just want to build a team where, why don't, it was more like an experiment, man. I was like, why don't I build all Hmong team and see what we can do? You know what I mean? So I started recruiting. My day one was me and Buddha, my brother Poor, and after that, I recruited Roger. Actually played for Zero Gravity.
Yep, I saw him that one year.
Yeah, after they start playing, I was like, "Hey, Roger," because his brother Vichai played with me on Kryptonite.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Roger, just come play with me and Vichai." You know what I mean? So finally, when they stopped playing, I was like, dude, there's no one else you could play with other than me, right? So that's how I picked up Roger. And then Buddha, dude, he played with me when he was like 15. So I had to build him from, you know, I guess you could say from the bottom, right? Yeah. So, and then even Kong, you know, I started recruiting him when he was playing with another team, and I was trying to recruit him, and you know, for some reason he just bought in what I told him, you know. And
what'd you tell him?
I was kind of like, yeah,
guaranteeing championships and stuff. That's what.
I didn't guarantee nothing, man. All I say is, you know, you're gonna come a team that's gonna work hard. You know, we're gonna go play every day. We're gonna train. You know, we're not gonna take no days off. You know, we're gonna try to be the best that we could be. So that's why I try to sell to them, and thank God they bought into it. You know.
Yeah. Those idiots, you idiots. No.
And then me and Ku, we're related. We're actually cousins through marriage. So he was playing with my Bo and Thailand. So when Bo went away, I was like, dude, because I was a setter.
Right.
I actually played middle, but when I created Primetime, I was a setter because no one else knew how to set. So I set, and we did okay, you know what I mean? But I was like, dude, I need to find a setter. So I found someone to replace me. So I was like, hey, Ku, hey, Bo just left, man. There's no one else you can play, man. We're family. So that's how I got Ku.
Guilt him into that.
And Ku brought like a few of his teammates with him, like Cammy, our defensive player, Pee Wee, defensive player. And then we brought Andy on later. And Andy actually replaced my brother Poor. So I just start finding pieces, man. And I recruited most of these guys when they were pretty young. So
Yeah.
It took a lot of work, took a lot of practice, man.
How do you make them stay though? Like, how do you make them stay? What's the incentive? Like, what did you offer that they couldn't find somewhere else?
You gotta have a goal, man.
Yeah.
What is your purpose of your team? You know, my purpose for this team was to be the greatest ever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, dude, we're gonna be. We might not be, but that was our goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would say we're gonna train every day. We're gonna go and play against the best every day. After that, we're gonna go run, jump, do whatever we gotta do. You know what I mean? So we train our butt off, and it's the crazy part is they went and trained, and we all trained.
Yeah.
So
what is that? So there's got to be something that you saw in like every individual. Because
for sure, man.
Like what was it? What was it that you saw? Like, is it because like they were just down to train and play as hard as they could, or their loyalty, or what was it? Like, what was it that you saw that, okay, this dude is gonna work? Like you approached them.
Talent, man.
Talent, yeah.
You got to see the talent before everybody else does.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're the first one to discover their talent, you know what I mean, they tend to be, hey, you were the first one to see who I could be. You know what I mean? And I think that's why, all of them been so loyal, even to this day, right? When we're out of our prime, they're still loyal, man. Yeah. And I gotta say, just blessed, man. I just blessed to have a great team, great teammates. Not that, but they're great individual human beings, you know. So you're gonna recruit talent and good people. That's
I mean, at that age, you talking about 15, 16. At that age, you got to be like, okay, I'm kind of risking it too here, right?
I'm telling you, the biggest reason to seek out talent, you know what helps a lot, is when I started coaching. When you started coaching, you could see what each individual could do, right? Yeah. Those two defensive players that we brought to J4, they used to play on Reckless, but when Reckless didn't play, they played with me. And that's when everything just like took us to another level, Ty Lee and David, our defensive specialists. They just took us to another level because they could pass, and I think like Ty and my brother G, they would play all the way in the back court. They could cover the tip.
Yeah,
they could cover a lot of grounds. And those two guys, they played for me in high school.
That's high IQ too.
I coached them when they were like 14, 15.
Yeah.
And they, at the end of their career, they, their team didn't play anymore. So I told them, hey, just come play with me, man. So I'm so happy that they did, and I hope they. I hope it's worthwhile for them too, because we did win many championships together.
Yeah. but you still don't know if it's worth it for them. You still, I don't know. If,
Hey, I don't know, man. You know, maybe
they
they'll
might think
comment on
otherwise.
there. All right, Ty David, hey, comment down there, see if it's worth it or not, man.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Well, you want to run through some questions here?
Yeah, let me. I saw something cool wrote here. Cool wrote, someone from Stockton heard us when we first started. We lost to them, and they told us to go home. That was the motivation. Could you tell me a little bit about that story? When that team or whoever told you guys to get the hell home or whatever.
Hey, that tournament, shit. You know, that's why I love rivals, man. A lot of people say they hate rivals, right?
Yeah.
For me, I love rivals. I love the booze, and you know, I mean, you're doing something right?
Right.
But yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Koo.
I don't know if he put you on the spot or whatever, but I'm just curious as to what happened now. I guess, like, you guys went back and it motivated you guys to do even more better.
Dude, I think the last one, I forgot who we set to, but it got blocked, and that's how they beat us. And you know, after they beat us, they say, "Hey, I can go home," you know. And but we were going at it back and forth during the game. You know what I mean? So it's always I don't know, man. It's
And then did you guys ever lose to them again when you guys saw them after that?
Hey, just put it this way, man. We didn't lose. I think we won every championship, almost every championship that we ever played in after that, man. So I think we had a good run. I think to the point where every tournament we went to, like, no one really wanted to play us. You know what I mean? That's how you know you're doing something right? I always preach that. You know, you gotta win the battle even before we step on the court. You know, and that starts with, you know, your reputation, how you warm up, how you play. So when you put that jersey on, it says Primetime on. You know, you gotta turn that switch on. You know what I mean? So I think most of our tournaments we won basically just because of our reputation. Not that, but you know, we did have a couple of decent players, I think.
I think you guys had your share of decent players, I think.
Yeah, I just have to mention Buddha and Roger really underrated. Roger, high IQ. Buddha, I think that year y'all won, he was basically unstoppable. So I just have to mention that. Those two guys were, I mean, the other guys were great players too, but like, I think Kong and Andy, they get a lot of credit. Koo, obviously, he's been around, but Roger, high IQ. And you mentioned, you guys' defensive specialists, those guys, all the flowers, but the Buddha and Roger, man, good Lord, dude, those guys.
How did you? Those guys were awesome players, man. I'm just wondering how you guys like. It seems like you guys always make like in-game like adjustments. Like, how do you guys see all that? Who does all that, and who's like watching all that stuff? Like, do you guys just go in and you guys see stuff and you guys just go? Like, how do you guys make all these in-game adjustments? Because that's very critical to your guys' run.
It is, man. I gotta say, you know, a lot of teams have tried to watch tape and try to study and how we're gonna beat them.
Yeah.
But the trick was, we could change our lineup, or we could change our game plan, or we could, you know, who has a better outside block, middle block, and we switch depending on what kind of hitters the other team have.
Yeah.
So that's the cool part about, you know, Primetime is we could make those adjustments. But it's mostly, I would say, I gotta give my hand down to my boy Koo, man. Most of the time he sees it, you know. A few times I see it. But it's mostly me and Koo, you know what I mean? And I think we're just blessed that the guys actually listen and just do what we ask them to do. You know?
No, because just watching you guys, you know, I do notice like Koo would like force the ball to either Buddha. Like if he sees that mismatch, he'll force it. Even off like a dig and out, and if it was out of system, he would just force it to Buddha because he knows that you know that matchup that Buddha is gonna win. It would just force it to him. Or if it was like Kong, whatever, or Kong or Andy, if he liked that matchup, he'd just force every ball. And that's I guess that's the benefit of you know, having yourself, you know, as a coach, having coaching experience and having Koo, you know, having elite championship experience. You know what I mean?
It's, you know, I would say Andy and Calm, they get all the highlight hits. You know what I mean? But I would say, hey, my boy Buddha, man, he's our guy. When we need a side out, if the other team has a game point, we give him the ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not that, but he could block the shit out of people.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like his blocking game is kind of like remind me of myself. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I always tell him, hey, when I was your age, man, I could block better than you. Man. So that's like, he always tried to prove me wrong. But, I think a lot of people don't know, but actually, Buddha is our engine, man. He gets everything going.
No, he is. Yeah, he's kind of like your he's the person that just keeps on going. Everybody gets hot and cold, but he's like even keel.
Consistent.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he's even keel. No matter what, he's even keel. You know, get his kills. You know, he's never hot or cold, but he's always even keel. You know what I mean? Like if you need him, he'll kill it. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, you know, he has come through so many. He's what we call a clutch player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think to be an elite team, you need that one guy to be the clutch guy. You know, if you name every top team, they had a clutch guy. Just look at KO. You know what I mean? They got a few clutch guys on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So look at ME. They got a clutch. You know, so if you want to build a team, hey, you better go find yourself a clutch guy, man. Those are hard to come by, though. That's the only thing. Yeah. You better try getting ones that are like 15, 16.
How do you know, though? How do you know at that age? You don't know, right? You just
it's
how do you build
it? Like the NBA draft, man. You're drafting off potential. That's it. Sometimes you get lucky, and you know. But you also got to build them as well. You know what I mean? It takes a lot of time, man. It takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of trust, and both way too. You know, it can't be a one-way street. So.
Yeah. The only reason why I'm kind of like hammering at this is because you guys got it. Like I get it. Y'all got it. Like Cali, y'all got it. And it's just Wisconsin teams that are kind of like in limbo. Like if it's too tough, then we'll just kind of go find other players and try to make it better. Like there's not that building process like you said. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, man. The first couple tournaments we play, 2 and out, man. Then we play double elimination, right? We don't play. We play like in the Midwest. Down here, when we first started, it's double elimination. You lose twice, you're out. You know.
Yeah.
So like our first couple tournaments, dude, we were like 2 and out. I'm like, God damn, you know. And then you build on, we stick together, and then shoot, we made to day 2 this time, you know.
Yeah.
And shoot, we're in the playoffs, you know. Quarterfinals, semifinals, second place, and then you know it's hey, trust the process, man.
Yeah.
You gotta find guys that just want to stick together and trust the process and build from it.
The only reason why I say that is because, you know, as we look at this Wausau tournament, right? Like I know all the Cali teams that are coming. Like I know all the guys, whatnot. But all the Wisconsin teams, like I have no idea. I live in Wisconsin. Like I have no, like, I have no idea what the hell is going on. Like I know KO probably laying a hole and his brothers, but I was like, other than that, like I have no idea. I have, like all these teams, like I have no idea who they are.
Hey, you guys have more knowledge of who's coming from California than your own home state.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because you guys, like you said, you guys trust the process. You guys trust your own guys that they're gonna, you know, build from their last tournament, even if it was a bad loss or whatever. You know what I mean? But you guys up here is like
talk shit, they go home, right?
Yeah.
I guess you guys are like the Milwaukee Bucks, man, homebred, and everybody just draft players and just build from within.
Yep, that's it. I would say protect home, man.
Yeah.
If you don't know anything about California, I think Fresno is the toughest tournament to win, man. Fresno New Year, that's the toughest tournament to win.
That's facts.
If you want to really test, hey, this goes out to all the Midwest and East Coast teams, man. Yeah. From the South, everywhere. Hey, you want to make a name for yourself in the volleyball world? Come to Fresno. Win Fresno.
Don't want that smoke. We don't want that smoke.
Win Fresno New Year, man.
Yeah, there's not a lot of Midwestern that came out there that actually won. I think, was it just Airborne? Who probably
only Airborne. I think 5-5 went. They lost to Ravens. I think MDY. They lost to Ravens also. That was it. Oh, KO lost to Ravens.
Hey, that time Raven, they control Fresno for like a whole decade before we let it wait until they were a little bit on the downhill before we took over. So really we could take it from them. That's how good they were. You know, and those brothers, and like Lot, Pep, Beat, those guys, and those are the guys that coach Koo. So. But man, all I gotta say is they're one hell of a team, man. One hell of a team.
Any more questions you want in the comments?
There's a lot of. I don't think there's so much question. There's a lot of comments though. Just just agreeing with what Shaun's been saying.
I don't see nothing on my screen.
I see some of the comments here. A lot of your teammates. Let's see here.
I think they're trolling you though.
They're saying that.
I'm pretty sure.
They're saying for you to stop talking about Buddha. I think Casey Chang said that for you to stop talking about Buddha. You're giving him a big head.
I already got a big head. You know that already.
That's something that kind of stood out.
But Kong's like my son, man. Kong's like my son, man.
Yeah.
I call him son. That's how.
I think Kong. I remember the first year when I saw him. I think that year I was playing with GTO, and he was playing with Afu and Team Cali. I think it was Team Cali and some Team Dragons or some of the Dragon guys from Cali.
Yeah.
And I think like a couple of NC guys, like the Shaun brothers from NC.
Yeah.
And they were legit, man. They were like.
Oh yeah.
They were legit.
He was contemplating. He keep telling me, "Hey, should I go, man?" I was like, "Dude,
no." But when I saw him that year, I was like, "This dude is like probably a year away. He's about like a year or two away. Like he's there, but he's like a year or two away, man." And then when I saw him, he came up with you guys. I was like, "Oh, dang, he's ready, dude." You know what I mean? Like he's legit ready.
No, he wanted it. The crazy part about our team is like everybody wants to be a great player, but they battle with themselves too. Mm-hmm. So we battle it every day. Like Kong, Andy, they go at it. Like if Kong does something better, Andy was like, "All right."
See, I need people to hear this. I need some guys to hear this because I said this to some of these young guys down here.
Yeah, even at practice,
Yep.
Andy and Kong, they get heated, but for some reason, I think deep down they do know that, it only made them better as a player. instead of trying to break each other down, you actually build them each other up instead.
Yeah.
So that's a fine line that you got to be able to find, you know, that balance. So a lot of players, they can't find that balance. And then once they get that, they're like, man, screw you. I don't go play with another team. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. No, that's exactly what I said to one of these dudes down here. I told him, I was like, you know, one of my best teammates was my best rival. Because when we played, it's like, if he got a good kill, when I come up there, I'm going to get a good kill. If he get a good pass, I'm going to pass even better. You know what I mean? Like, but we fed off each other. Like, but we weren't against each other. That's the point. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? To the point where, like, you know what? I'm going to go play this team and prove you wrong. Like, no, man, that's childish. You know, that's immature, man. You know what I mean?
And then, Shaun, Allen asked here, what's your motivation and what got you started in volleyball? So what's your motivation and why did you get started?
I want to be the best.
Girls.
Nah. It wasn't girls, man. Actually, when I saw Afu, Vang, Powell, a lot, I see all these great players. Afu, Danny. Dude, Danny had a badass team too. We have our fair share of battles, but you know, when I saw them play, I was like, dude, I want to be the best ever to do it. You know what I mean? I didn't get there. But you know, that was my goal. You know, I don't like doing stuff like half-assed. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to give it 100%. You know, whatever it takes. You know, when I first started coming out and people was talking so much shit to me that I couldn't take it, where I had to train, like, I played volleyball from like after school to like midnight. That was like 8-9 hours of volleyball every day, right? And then when I get home, I would do like 500 jumps. Like I would jump, touch the ceiling, come back, jump, touch the ceiling, come back. Because I want to get over, really want to see where I could get to, you know, if I could be where there. So that my motivation was just try to be the greatest ever. But I know like Afu and Lai and them, they're way above me. I always say I'm a student of the game. I just played long enough where people would like say, "Hey, you're a legend." No, I'm not. I just played long enough, longer than a lot of people have. And you know, but that was my motivation, to be the best ever and test myself, see if I could do it or not. You know what I mean? So don't let other people's opinion set your limit for yourself. You know, you got to really test yourself, you know? And that's why I always try to tell my own kids, you know, go 100% or don't go at all. You know?
That's facts, though.
For sure, man.
But hey,
live by.
Allen right there, man. Without him, we wouldn't have another ring or another championship, man. That's forever grateful right there.
Let's do that. Let's move on to talk about that first. I want to say it was your first year Primetime came up to J4, right? When you guys lost to Midwest.
Yeah, we played for third. We got third.
Talk about that year, man. Like what went into it? What type of training or just when you guys, what were your expectations? Like when you guys lost, what happened after that and all that?
You know, that year we were just winning a lot of tournaments. You know, we felt like we were on top of our game. And the guys really wanted to test J4, you know. And we trained, you know. We normally played back then. We play like Monday, Thursday, or sometimes Monday to Thursday, like in the evenings, all the way till like 9:30. So we got 3 hours of playing every night, and just basically just come and experience it and see. And we came to win. Every tournament we go, I would say we go to win, or we're not going. If I feel like we don't have a chance to win, we're not going. But the funny part was my wife said, I don't know about this one. Yeah.
Actually,
for some reason my wife's always right, man.
I remember when I walked into the field of volleyball. We played against you guys as all conference, but we were kind of mixed with GTO, and y'all crushed us. But I remember talking with KO. He's from where you guys are from too, and he played with KO.
Yeah.
And I was like, you guys think you guys got this? And he's like, I don't know, man. Like, Primetime's really good. You know what I mean? I was like, who? The Primetime, like a team from Fresno. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I think we got them on our bracket. I was like, yeah, they're really good, man. I was like, okay, man. That's why I was like guarded right when he said that. You know what I mean? I was like really guarded. I was like, oh damn. Like, if the team that is killing us in Wisconsin is already looking at another team, you know what I mean? That man, they might take it. You know what I mean? I was like, man, I gotta look up. But no matter what I did, we got killed anyways. But but that year, I truly thought you guys were gonna win. I think Koo said it in it. Yeah, I think Koo said it in his interview. I think he was saying in his interview or one of our messages or whatever. But he's like, when we lost, he's like, bam. He's like, he knew it. Like, he knew right away. Like, he wanted to play like right away. Like he knew it. Like, he knew what you guys lacked. And that year you guys came back, it was like, it's a different story.
Oh yeah.
So what? So I guess I don't want to kind of just leave it hanging like that. But like, what did you guys lack that year, in your opinion?
Climate, adjusting to the humidity, and it was hard to breathe, man.
Yeah.
That was like some of our young guys. That's like their first time, you know what I mean, in that humidity, and it was just like it took a toll. And the weather is crazy, 1 minute is like nice weather, minute is hot, it's humid. Took a shower, walk outside.
It's like a forest, yeah.
Go shower again. And I just remember the mosquitoes, man. You guys got.
Oh, Lord have mercy. No, we used to, bro.
Not that, but just being in that environment where how tense each game was, but and also defense. I felt like our defense wasn't on par with our offense that year as well. And we made way too many mistakes. We weren't consistent enough that year. So when we went back home, me and Koo, we knew exactly what we needed to do. Just like that one time when, other guys, they go home, that was just fire, for motivation. Dude, I think the second year we came and we trained so hard. We went and play as much as we could. We had private practices where, we had different drills, make sure our plays were on point. We knew exactly what we want to run or how to adjust. We watched tapes. We watched like all the elite teams as much as we could possibly do. I mean, I gave them everybody homework, as you could say. When you're training, you gotta watch tape. You watch tape of the elite teams, the teams that normally plays, and you know who those teams are, or you gotta watch tape of yourself like how did you play? How did you adjust? How did you hit? You know what I mean? So after practice, we go run the football stadium in Fresno State, man. We got kicked out a couple times by the police. We jumped the gate, we run the stadium. You know,
That's how you work on speed, bro.
at nighttime, it was like 10, 11 at night, man. We go run the stadium, you know.
Oh, wow.
So what was all this like a week before the tournament? Because here in Wisconsin, that's how we train. We train a week before the tournament. So was that all that? Did all that happen a week before the tournament?
Now we started once there was no snow, man. I mean snow. Once it got a little warm, like I would say about like late February, March. That's when and everybody that year after the laws, it was like a sour taste in our mouth. You know what I mean? So we were hungry, and everybody was, dialed in, and they did everything that me and Koo asked them to do. So it's
how do you keep
work,
that?
man.
How do you keep that? How do you keep that amongst your team? Like, how do you keep how do you keep them together like that? Like, without like losing focus, like without them, oh man, forget it. We don't have to do it again or whatever. Like, how do you keep your team focused like that, man?
I kind of just remind them of why they played this sport, right? Why they played this game, right? And I remind them of their goal, of our goal, was to be the best ever. So if you want to be the best ever, you gotta win J4. We won every tournament that we could possibly win down here. We 3-peat in Fresno. And that's one hell hard thing to do in Fresno. So our last, as you could say, like to try to meet our goal was to win J4. So just quick reminders and, different, like I said, that year, they didn't need that much of a motivation. They were pretty self-motivated themselves, So, like I said, I was just blessed to have a great group of guys that understand the mission and want to stay on course to accomplish that goal,
Yeah. No, it just kind of fathoms me because, like, I was part of a group that was like at near that level, and like we got to a certain level, like in 2004, right? Like we got to a certain level where if we would have won, then we would have became kind of like we could have became special, right? But we lost, right? We lost. And instead of reacting like how you guys did, we reacted kind of like immature, and like, oh well, well, I was a big part of the team, or I could do better, And I'm not trying to put words in my teammates' mouths or anything like that, but that's how we acted as. So, we acted as like we didn't need each other, and I felt in my in my own opinion, I felt like we needed each other. You know what I mean? And it's kind of refreshing to hear it from you. It's refreshing because like it's like you don't know your own ability until you're tested. You know what I mean? And the thing is like a lot of guys, when they get tested, they just kind of abandon everything. And that's what I'm trying to get at is like a lot of teams nowadays, like instead of like abandoning each other, they just need to like kind of stick around. You know what I mean? Like kind of like a Titan. They're gonna show up. Also, you know what I mean? And it's like they're kind of a throwback team. You know what I mean? Like it's a throwback team. They got two opposites, two side out guys, and most of the guys are just gonna play their role and go from there. You know what I mean? And it's that simple. But it's like, but most of the guys here, they act as if like they're on like a time crunch. Like, damn, I'm gonna die like next year. So like I have to get the best team ever to go and compete. Like bruh, like you've been playing the same way like for 10 years. Like you you know what I mean? Like imagine if you just stuck around with your team, like, you know, like build that chemistry.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's more worthwhile when you win it with the guys that you build up too. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And like me and Koo always say, you know, we're more in team. We're family.
Yeah.
You know, we hang out a lot. You know, we have a lot of team bonding. You know, we go do a lot of other stuff other than just volleyball. You know, we barbecue. We go bowling, whatever it is. You know, we do a lot of team bonding, and I think that's a big part of it too. You know, and like I said, man, I'm just blessed to have some great people around me. You know what I mean? And
one more beer, bro.
Oh dang, man! Not right thing.
However it is, man, you guys built it the right way, man. I really respect how you guys built it, and like Primetime, like you guys said, it was more than just volleyball. It became like family, and then you know how family are. After a while, you could fight within each other, you could have disagreement, but you always come back together now. You know, that's what made it easy too, when you could like voice your opinion, but you know that's your family, so you just get back and get better.
Yeah,
you don't want to let anyone down.
Yeah, some people they can't take that. You know what I mean? You know, but I guess we were just lucky and blessed to have guys that could take the critic and the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we all remember what our goal was. You know.
Did you and Cool ever take anything from the younger guys? Did they ever like, you know, say anything back as well too sometimes? Did any of that issue happen too?
Oh heck yeah, man! Come on,
like yeah, I gotta get more sets, bro. I need more touches.
Happens, so man. We deal with teenagers. You know what I mean? I should get more set or like
name drop, dude. Name drop right now. They in the comments right now. You gotta name drop them.
Or like,
well, that's good too, man. That you guys allow the younger guys to express themselves too.
Oh yeah, like me, especially me and Andy. You know, Andy's really hot-headed, and you know, so we always go at it, and you know, I always get to a point with Andy. You know, you don't want to do it. I'm gonna sit you out. You know what I mean? It was to that point. You know what I mean? And he know I would do it too. But we understand that was like in a heated moment, and you know, like we said, we're family, so we have our disagreements, but you know, after that, we just squash it and we just move on. You know.
Yeah. Man, that's awesome, man.
We have to allow him to
get
another beer, bro.
Some of these questions, man.
We gotta allow him to go get another beer, bro.
Get another beer? Hey, but before that, though, I gotta say, I gotta give a shout out to our younger brother team, man. We always considered them our younger brother because they were the first team that actually approached us and said, you know, what we could do to be better, to be an elite team, and that's CU. You know, and that's one reason he came up was that one year, and he did an amazing job. It was a big reason
that guy
why we won.
is so like his IQ is above like I don't know like as much as you can go he's there. That
he's
IQ
a high
level.
IQ guy, man. He could see. I think you could see the hit before it happened.
Yeah. That's the thing. When my cousin and I was watching you guys play, and I was like, we were like, you know, we saw all the high hitters and whatnot. I was like, but him and I were like, damn, this dude is the difference right here. Like he is everywhere. He's getting every ball, everything. You know, I mean, he's controlling the back.
I told him he was like our defensive player of the year that year, man. He was passing. He could cover the tip, the hard hits. Corey was pounding on them. They kept digging it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
talented as a setter, even as a defensive. But you
crazy part. Lord. He doesn't like setting. He don't want to be the setter.
Oh,
He
Lord
ready
have
to play
mercy.
defense.
Must be nice.
That's how
It must be
talented he
nice. It must be nice.
Tell you, that's how talented he is, right?
Yeah, it must be
So-
nice, man. That's all I'm saying.
But
Lord.
like I was saying, they were the first teams that approached us, and we gave it to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, like
Yeah.
if any guy come and ask us or myself, I was telling them what exactly they need to do. It's can you make it your own? Can you accomplish it? You know what I mean? I could give you the ingredients, but if you can't put it together, it's not going to work for you either. And not
Right.
every two players the same. So you got to learn how to adjust as well. So, but hey, see you, my drinking buddy.
You gonna get that beer or what? You gonna get that beer or what? I mean, you be doing.
Let me get it. Hey, see you. I'm ready to have you. See you. We'll go get a beer.
This dude, you know, live videos of him chugging beer and everything. You better get a beer. Any more questions in the comments?
Okay, man. There's a lot of comments, and let's see. I'm just gonna go after the questions, man. The comments. I think Shaun's gonna go. He's gonna have to go back to the comment section and answer all these comments later. But I'm gonna go questions. We have another one by Alan. I'm just gonna go right in order, fellas and ladies. We have Alan here, Shaun, who asked he said, who is that one player that you really consider to be a real rival? That one player.
When I was playing, or like during the Primetime era, I have
Let's
a
do
lot
both.
of eras.
Let's
I
do
got
both.
Like 4 decades in me.
Let's do both.
I gotta say, when I was playing, it has to be A-Food because like I said, for some reason I cannot beat him. Some other team has to beat him in order for my team to get in the finals. That's just
You just gotta lay it on Brandon. That's what you gotta do. Lay it on Brandon. You gotta beat him up.
and not that, but like Impact, Raven. Let's see, who am I forgetting? MVP, Zell Gravity, Madman from Merced. And some of the older guys that they were already done. They were on the downhill, like Shockers, like a really well-known team here as well. They're like a legendary team, and there's a lot, man. Like I said, during my time in Fresno, every team was heated, man. It's like it's heated. Like you talk to nobody, you don't talk to anyone. That team,
is it like that now?
Yeah, I like that.
Is it
no,
like
it's not
that
like
now?
that anymore, man. Everybody's all friendly, man. It's like
okay.
It's too friendly. I always tell the young bucks, man, you want to improve your game faster, you gotta go and find yourself a rival, man. That's how you improve faster. You know what I mean?
Well, you just make up a story. Make up a story.
Just make up a story. I don't know, man. Create some drama. God
fabricate that shit.
Get a rival.
Yeah,
that's how you're gonna improve the fastest.
That dude trying to steal your chick, dude. You gotta show him up. Something like that. I don't know, man. I'm just giving y'all pointers, man.
Yeah, that's it, man. Get yourself a rival. But NSU, man. NSU was a big rival of ours. We go at it many times in championship games and somewhat, and they had all the talent in the world too. So we're just fortunate enough where we're able to make a couple adjustments and make a couple less mistakes, and we're able to beat them. But and not that. Hey, during the Primetime era, I gotta say, Squad, Dragons, Airborne 2. and even I would say Emmy, Team Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Hey, those some great memories, man. And it might be heated in the court, but hey, I know me and my guys, we appreciate all those games and all those heated matches. You know. What's the other team? Oh my God, Hangover. That was like one of the most heated games that we ever played with, other than us and Emmy, or us and Supernaturals in the finals when Emmy came down to Sacramento New Year, and that Young Buck team took him out, and we played Supernatural in the finals. Man, that was a hard earned win right there too.
Talk about that team though.
There's a lot of great teams, man.
That Supernatural team, like I thought when y'all played in the finals, I thought they were just gonna come up and do some damage. What happened to that?
I think youth, man, and experience, and I think we're the more veteran team during that time, and like I said, we made adjustments that need to be made in the game. And some teams, they make the same mistake over and over, and they just keep going. I was like, it's not working.
Yeah.
Adjust. So, experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not that, but I think our blocking game was a little bit better than theirs as well.
Talk about that year you guys won though. How good was that, man? With Primetime.
I cried, man.
For real. Yeah. Because I think
that year they wanted to do it for me, man. Because I've been in the game so long. When I went to J4, I had a decent team, but it wasn't like Primetime, or wasn't like KO, or wasn't like Team Cali, wasn't like Zero Gravity or MVP when they won it. We just had like some talent, but wasn't enough to win it. So that year they really wanted to win for me, and I felt it, and I could feel the love that they were gonna put everything on the line that year. So it was a great moment. One of the biggest memories that I'll never forget.
Yeah.
I think
come on, it's J4, right?
Yeah, I think that one was J4 icing on the cake in your career, man. You climb every mountain except for that last one right there, huh?
So
yeah,
so I know you guys won that year, and then you guys beat Ghost Shadow, but you guys didn't come back that next year. What happened?
Blame me on Roger.
Roger? Okay, we're gonna call him out.
Roger couldn't get work off.
What's up, Roger?
play.
So, like any tournament, we don't go to any big tournament without our second setter. You know what I mean? He's the one where like we get the deflection. He's the guy that goes and set the ball. And not that, but he's like one of our main blockers.
Mm-hmm.
His offense, it's good enough.
Yeah.
He was already on the decline because he was an outside hitter. He was like an amazing outside hitter. He was a high flyer too.
I remember when he was younger, and I just remember he was on April's team. I forget who April was playing with, but he went up for a hit, and he kind of crushed it. It was warm-ups. He crushed it. April was like, okay, Roger, damn, okay. You know what I mean? And that's when I was like, okay, like, because his swing is a little bit different. His swing is different. Like his swing is one of a kind. Like we all look alike. You know what I mean? Like, racist thing going on here. We all look alike. But if he came out and he swung, I'll be like, okay, I know who that guy is. Like that guy's Roger. You know what I mean? So like his swing is like very different, and I know like okay, that guy's that one guy. That April was like, oh, okay, all right, shit, like you coming up. You know, I forget what year it was, but it must have been a year we got crushed pretty bad. But but
Hey, yeah, I've been through a lot of those too. So
but like
we have
like
as many losses as wins as well. Probably more losses.
yeah, I know, right? Shoot. But that year, like what went behind it? Like, did you guys train harder, or did you guys just was like, okay, this the missing pieces, we're just gonna train as normal, but we're just gonna bring our pieces, and then we're just gonna.
You mean the second time we came up?
Yep. When you guys won.
Okay. We train because like I said, we did not want to lose. You know, I always tell my guys I hate losing. I'm not a sore loser, but I hate losing. I want to win everything. You know what I mean? So we put in a lot of work that year as well, and I think that year Alan came and we kind of convinced him that come and help us, pretty much. Because during that time he was on top of his game. Even today he's still like badass, you know.
Yeah.
So I think out of being a good little brother, he kind of just gave in. Kane was that year, so but he really wanted to win one, so we told him, hey, best way, go with us. And I honestly, like, I always tell Cooley, like, we could, guess we'll never know, but I told him we're good enough to win, but Alan just makes us another level. It just makes it a lot easier to your chances of winning just went up significantly. So we train same thing as the year before. We knew what was going to happen. We came early, and Alan was pretty focused that year. And the other guys, they've been through it and they want to win it again. Honestly, we were going to try to win it 3 years in a row. That was our goal, just to three-peat, because what was talking about, like, hey, no one has three-peat at J4. It would be pretty dope if we were able to do it.
Actually, airborne three-peat.
Yeah. But hey, I gotta say, they're on another level than everybody else as well, man. I don't think it was even fair.
Airborne, but I think airborne three-peat and airborne 2, they also three-peat too, and then they left. And then y'all came along, y'all won,
you guys
and
killed it.
Then y'all didn't come back because of Roger, like you said. And then
blame on Roger.
Man, you guys did 3. Roger, man, messed it up.
Happy birthday, Roger.
Hey, yo, you gotta go. Y'all could have three-peated for real. But
I don't know, coulda, woulda. We never know. We didn't do it, so I guess we'll never know.
I think the first year you guys won, I was like, man, they're legit. Like Vang was legit. Like he was
heck yeah,
dominating.
Yeah.
And then that second year you guys won, I was like, damn, Buddha is like literally carrying this team. You know what I mean? Like not in a way, not in a flashy way, but yeah, what's up?
Blong and Buddha are you had long, so
dang, those fuckers must be nice. Guilt his ass into playing with you guys.
And he was a teammate of my brother in high school, so
I was there I was there that year that they won as Raven.
Let's go to the comments section right here a little bit. It says, what game or tournament made you realize that we were J4 ready? Roger asked that. What game or tournament made you realize, Shaun, as captain, that you guys are ready?
Tell him he got drink for his birthday first.
Hey, that's right. After this, I got to do a little FaceTime or messenger call. You know, I was telling the biggest test is winning Fresno New Year. You win Fresno New Year,
you're legit.
You're ready for J4. So I think every team that have ever won Fresno New Year, I believe, minus a few old age. NSU did beat us 1 year at Fresno New Year, but I think every team that has won Fresno has won J4 as well.
Is that your bar? Is that your bar though? Like, if you guys win Fresno, you guys like, let's do it, or is it?
That's like, and pretty much win every tournament that we go to.
Okay, yeah.
So, that's how we got our money to come. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just winning all the tournaments, and I just save up all the money that I could possibly save, and everybody got a ride to J4.
Yeah. Yo,
it's
so
that
Shaun,
type of thing, yeah. So
yeah.
So that's.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, Shaun. We go all night. Like, how much time do you have?
Shit. Whoa, it's 8:40 already. Hey, when you talk about volleyball, I tell you, I could go on and on.
I have a passion for it. Careful.
Last time Hova and Elaine was here, I think we talked about volleyball till like before we knew it was like 1 o'clock in the morning and shit.
Okay.
We're like, hey, we gotta play tomorrow, man. Let's go sleep.
Is that a challenge? Is that a challenge?
No. I want to board all these guys out, man.
Let's go one more question, then we'll hit some of the questions that we want to ask you, so you can tell your story, because man, it's one hell of a story, man. With let's see, let's go with the future of Primetime. Casey Cheng asks, what's the future of Primetime, man? What's going on with you guys?
We're still in the development stage, as I could say.
Okay.
Try to pick up a couple younger players that they want to I guess be the forefront and keep Primetime going. So we'll see. Okay. Fresno New Year's coming up, so we'll see.
Okay.
I think I saw you guys.
That's what you guys are gonna aim for.
Yeah, that's some of the guys, but that's not the full squad. So we'll see when we get the full squad together and get a couple. Would you consider it to be rebuilding now, or? I think we're at the rebuilding stage right now. You know what I mean? Some of our guys with age and injury and gaining weight.
Is Cool canceled because he moved here in Minnesota?
Oh no, man!
You cancel him.
That's why Cool got to fly down for Fresno New Year. That's the only way we're gonna test out the young guys is Cool got to come and set.
Damn right. Can't make that commitment.
But yeah, so we're in the rebuilding. We thought about quitting, either just no more Primetime, or I was pretty busy with my kids and trying to get my son, my oldest, to where he needs to be. So I couldn't commit the time. So I don't know. It's kind of funny, but whenever I can't commit the time, those guys don't go to practice or they don't show up or whatever. But now my son's in college, and my two younger ones, their schedules are easier to work with. I told them I could commit the time to rebuild if they want to continue the legacy. Yeah.
It'll be nice to keep it going, man, because you guys are one hell of a team, man. It's like a team of the decade.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is,
thank you.
man.
Oh,
It
but
is.
hey,
It is.
we train butt off and we try our best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
所以不叫懵懵平时我家呢。
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because y'all went,
that was our motto.
y'all
during
went.
that
Yeah.
decade.
I think you guys went 2 out of 4. That first year you guys lost. Second year you won. Y'all skip a year. Y'all won again. Y'all came that last year, and then you guys like took third, right?
Yeah.
You know, so you guys are like 2 out of 4, man. That's legit, bro. Like like I said, as the original team, it's hard as fuck, dude. Like it's not easy, man. You know what I mean? Like it's
Nah.
easy. It's easy to get. It's easy to get like dudes that are D1 or D2 or whatever, but but if you start as the original team, it's hard as hell, man. And major props to y'all, man, for real.
Well, thank you. I think one of the main reasons why I built this team the way I built it for that decade was to prove a point. The point was like our Hmong people, we could do it too. We're not the tallest, we're not the strongest, but I think if we put the right pieces together, we could accomplish whatever we could dream we could accomplish, and that was the mindset behind why I built Primetime the way I did for that decade. And, the guys that I went out to recruit and they bought in. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for the wives. For letting them play with me and sacrifice
for real
all
though.
that time.
For real though. That's legit, bro.
But
I think,
since we're on that segment, real quick, man.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah.
I just want to give a shout out to all the wives, man.
Yes.
If you guys don't know anything, I can tell you this. My wife, Dollar Boy, Dollar Ties, younger sister, she does a lot for PT, man. She's like the mom of PT. She's there with me to set up all the nets. She's the last one to leave with me. I couldn't have sacrificed this amount of time or have done all the things that I could have done without her. So big shout out to my wife. Without her, I wouldn't have accomplished all these goals and all these dreams of a guy wanting to win championships and try to prove to the world that an all Hmong team could dominate as well. So not that, but hey, Roger, thank you to your wife, Nali, my sister, Buddha's wife. Okay, hey, remember those bets for those 5 shots? But good motivation, way to motivate us to win, or we'll have to take 5 shots each. So I'm glad we won it that year. Thank you to Kong, his wife Ariel, Koo, and my sister-in-law Mary. Hey, thank you. Thank you for letting my cousin be part of this journey. It's been one hell of a journey. And the crazy part is we're not even at the end yet, or at the beginning, or in the middle. We're somewhere. But hey, we're going to continue to ride the ride, man. And Mango's wife, Linda, and then Peter. When are you going to get married, man? So thanks to Anna for letting Peter travel with us all these time. And
to put him up with his ass.
Yeah. And Blonde's wife, and Tylee, to Shane, David, and man, And I better not forget my brother-in-laws, right? Della Ty, to his wife Sue, and Della Bo, and to his wife Mai for. And the first couple years we went there, they took hella good care of us, and we didn't have to worry about anything. So,
this is the first
them, man.
This ain't the first time I'm gonna say this, but shit with our Hmong woman, bro. How the hell I put on my underwear, man? I don't know, man. like, without my wife, man, I'm like, what the hell? Like, which socks go? Like, it's my left sock. I was like, what the hell? But for real though, that's straight up.
But I gotta say, man, hey, if my boys out there watching this, if I forget anybody, y'all better fucking let me know, I don't want none of the wives here.
Bust your jobs,
Yeah.
Much love to all the ladies out there, man. The queens holding the kings down, man. For sure,
yeah,
man. Hey, we douchebags. We douchebags, man. Hey.
Yep.
We bunch of douche ass bags, man. Without a woman, we ain't no man at all, man. Let's just be honest about that, man.
Yep.
I'll be the first one to say it, man.
Yeah, that's why I'm coming to Warsaw, right? My wife said, "Hey, go." I didn't want to. I was contemplating, but she was like, "Dude, just go. It's for the experience. You never been there, you know."
Yeah.
Plus, there's like hella teams. Just go and check it out. Yeah. So I was like, all right. So there you go. That's my birthday gift right there. Trip to a tournament right there.
For real though.
But thanks for giving me the time to give shout out to all the wives, man.
For real, man.
Much love, and I appreciate them.
That's most important, man. That goes without saying though. Like,
hey, they needed to be said. They needed to be heard.
Like I can't do this without my wife. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, none of this happens without my wife. You know what I mean? So it's
hell yeah.
It goes without saying, man. You know what I mean? They're all like we talk about stuff that happens behind the scenes. Those people, our wives, the women. You know what I mean?
Traveling, prepping, all that kind of stuff, man. It's fucking crazy. So.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
But to let them act, to let them give you the opportunity to be a kid again, just playing a game and doing all this sort of stuff, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, my wife's always tell me, "Hey, you're like a little big kid, man." I was like, I'm gonna be 42.
And yes, you know
Sure.
But moving on here, what's your most memorable win in Hmong volleyball, man?
When I was in my prime, it gotta be that win against Raven, man.
Mm-hmm.
Against Lai and Pepina. That game, I don't know. I was on fire, bro. I was blocking everybody. That was the one time where I was able to block lot. It was 1-on-1 or whatever it is. It was like, one of those games of the ages where everything just kind of worked for you, and wherever it hit, I was hitting. It was a kill, block. We beat them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Not a lot of guys, I think, in that decade say, "Oh shit, we beat Raven." You know, so that's how much I have respect for them. Is how much talented they are. And my second one would have to be against Danny's team, man. Sac Live. That was a crazy tournament. We went without our setter, so I had a set, and we were able to beat them in close games. But
as Primetime or
as PT,
yeah,
no, that was as Kryptonite, man.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
But as Primetime, I would say, I knew Corey was the guy we had to go through. We want to win J4 during that time. I know Elaine, Holden, and unfortunately, we were never able to meet them in the pool play or in the playoffs or in the championship game during J4. That's one of the things I wish like during that time we could have, played. That would be a hell of a game. But I would say ME as our primetime years. And win J4. And, the crazy part, Sacramento New Year, man. It's not that big a part, but that took me and Koo the longest ever to win. We won every tournament like 2, 3, 4 times, but we could never win SAC.
Oh, really? Yeah.
One year we're like the top dog, right? We go in, there's like 50 mile per hour wind. We couldn't even serve the ball over. That team smashed us. That team smashed us.
Yeah.
And they met us in Merced New Year, and we just smashed them. It was like 15-4, 15-5. We're like, get that out of here, man.
Yeah. It's not destined for it.
And then we keep getting second place. I don't know what the hell with Sacramento, you know what I mean? And then we finally won that one year we played Supernatural. It was one hell of a way to win it, too, against one of the probably the top team there during that time. And they beat ME to get into the finals to play us.
Yeah.
So that was, man, me and Koo, we still talk about it to this day, man. Because that was probably one of the hardest other than J4 for us to win.
Okay. Wow.
So, but those it, man. Those 2 J4 wins, Sacramento, and being able to 3P in Fresno. That's
I did not know you guys struggled that much with the SAC tournament.
I don't know what it is, man. It's
because when I saw you guys, when I look at the clip, it looked like you guys were kind of just beating everybody handily. You know what I mean? And then I did not know that Supernatural beat ME.
Yeah, we beat ME that tournament too.
Mm-hmm. You guys beat them in pool play, right?
Yeah, in pool play. That tournament actually ME lost 3 times and they played for 3rd. That's have never happened before.
The hell yeah!
Oh, damn.
So,
they got more privilege than you guys.
they did, man.
That's fucking home court advantage.
Man. Rightfully so.
You got home court.
It was ME and KO, right? ME and KO, right? So, but same thing.
But you know what? That's why this
Sacramento, we were in pool depth too. We had ME, us. Just like we were before, we were in like the pool depth. We had all the elite teams in our pool, and that's, I guess, if you're gonna win it, you gotta beat all the top-notch teams. Right. So
well, that's why this tournament in Wausau, I see it as it's gonna be one of the biggest tournaments because you got guys coming from all over the country, like from Cali, from down south, from the Midwest. And it's kind of like the volleyball Olympics almost. Like whoever come out of that tournament is going to be like, they're going to be pretty well known.
It's like the Olympic right now, right? Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, and it's been like a year and a half since like, because of the COVID and everything. So it's good that all these teams are coming here. So it's going to make for a wonderful,
hell yeah,
freaking great ass tournament, man. So,
all right, give me one sec.
It's gonna make up for like.
Give me 1 minute.
Yeah.
But for real though,
it's gonna make up for a lot of the volleyball that's been missed, and I'm pretty excited to see like some of the old teams coming to represent, and then to see if there's any new team coming up as well too. Because I see a whole bunch of teams that I never heard of before. I'm like, okay, I want to see if there's any guys coming up.
We'll talk more in depth with our coming up episode. Coming up episode. Hint. It's coming up. But for sure, man. Like but
so
You know what? Yeah, but forget that. Forget all that. Fresno, SAC. We gotta have more Midwest teams show up there though, for real though. Like
Over
you know
to
what? You know what? The thing is, I was never on top team in Midwest, but if I was, like that's the place I want to go. You know what I mean?
Out to the
Yeah, out to
West
the
Coast.
West, bro. Like you gotta go there. Like if I was
there you go. Come on, Payne, sell it.
No,
Sell it, bro.
because that few tournaments I played with Illinois, in my mind, I was ready to like we're going to Fresno and Sacramento, right? We're going out west. But it just so happens that it just did not last. Like we just played, like I just played with them a couple of tournaments. It just didn't work out. You know what I mean? But if I was like a top team, top 2 team, let's say I'm in the top like finals in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Like consistently. I'm heading out west, man. Like I gotta do that. You know what I mean? Like come on, man. These guys come out here like for real. Like you ain't. I'm not like in my position. I ain't about to go out there and get my ass kicked because I don't have nobody. But if I'm top 2 team out here in Midwest, I'm going out there. You know what I mean?
Drop some names, Payne. Drop some names. Let's go.
KO.
Let's get it.
KO's got to go out there again. KO's got to go out there again. I don't know about Minnesota anymore. I don't know because I don't know. I don't know.
But I think around here, KO is like Hova and Ylang. They're the top 2 guys in the top team right now.
But let's just say this. Like let's just say like Hoa and Ylang go out there, right? It's not enough. It's honestly, I'm gonna say this. Like it's not enough. Hoa and Ylang, like they're not that they're not good enough. They're just past their prime. That's it. You know what I mean? It's they're past their prime and it's not enough anymore. You know what I mean? Like they gotta bring
my brother Vang's from another mother. Ylang, Hova. Hey, you guys know how I feel about you guys, man. So but
no.
you hear the challenge. Let's go. Bring it on.
I love them to death. You know what I mean? Like they were my greatest rivals when we were here. You know what I mean? Like, but let's just say Ylang and Hoa were in their prime. Like, fuck, go out there, man. Like I would have confidence that they would win. You know, not that they're gonna win. I would have confidence that they will win. You know what I mean? But if they go out there, who are they gonna bring with them though? Let's just be honest with that. Like, I don't know. They would have to bring Travis. You know what I mean?
Hey, when I'm over during this weekend, I'll talk to Hova, man.
Yeah.
All right.
No, because
we're gonna to get out there to represent.
No, because like you said, it like y'all come out here like showing love, like it's got to be like 2-way street. You know what I mean? The top team here.
Hey, during that hype,
has got to show up.
MDY and I forgot the other team they came. They brought a little hype to our city, man. Yeah. It brought a little hype to our city. We're like, oh, finally we get some like Midwest teams finally come.
But people was legit. Huey that year, those years, he was legit, bro. Huey was legit. MDY was legit, and like I said, losing to and Shaun can attest to this. Losing to Raven. Nothing like it. Okay, that's fine, dude. Like everybody else has lost to Raven, man. It's not, you know what I mean? Like,
but yeah, it was hey, Midwest get out there.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, man! We would love to for you guys to any team to show up, man. It'll be hype my city up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I know like. That one year Primetime came, it was so high with social media. That was social media and everything. That was like one of the most hype J4 that I've been ever attended. You know what I mean? It was an amazing experience and like so much love. From my Minnesota family. that hosted us too, and they were like in the front row every game that we played in. It was an amazing experience, man. I think that's why we keep coming back. It was just because it was so much love. Some people didn't even know us, but they were like, "Hey, that's Primetime. Let's go." It was hype, man. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Even when we went to the bowling alley, man, they were like, I was like,
but I would just love to see like the top players like right now, like currently, like Hoa, Yilang, Kevin, and Kwok and Sepulveda, Lau, and all these guys who just play together and just go out there and just see what happens. You know what I mean? Like that would be like love right there. You know what I mean? Like it ain't got to be like win or lose. It just got to be like, man, like we just want to show love. We just want to come out there and test it out. You know what I mean? But let's move on, man. Let's move on to quick hitters right here, man. You ready?
All right.
Careful.
I'm ready.
No, man. Throw your notebook away, bro.
All right. Oh, I don't know about this one, man. It's always hard.
Five players you hated to play against. 5 players or teams.
There's a lot, man. There's a lot.
Too many.
Too many.
Hate them.
Hey, I think we're blessed enough to play like some of the most elite teams and some of the best teams in the United States, man. So, if I were to name 5, man, probably my playing time, it'll probably be Raven. It's gonna be all the same names again, man.
Yep.
Any team that AFU plays on. Because man, if you would witness a 6-pack that I witnessed that he put on my setter, oh my god, I thought he died, man. That's how hard he got hit. But the ball bounced all the way to the sky. That's how hard he got 6-pack. But don't worry about it. My boy Steve got their boy back. Like
there you go.
At that setup. Like back-to-back 6-packs, bro. So probably like Emmy, Dragons. Hey, we came close to beating Airborne too, but we didn't.
Yeah.
So those guys, man, they're just tough, man. There's too much talent, too much height on that squad. So NSU, it's always a hard battle with them. Team Impact from Merced, I would have wished Hangover would have stuck together a little bit longer and could have played them a little bit more. We'll see how that goes. And the crazy part was I thought Team Wisconsin, man, there was like legitimate. They should just say screw our teams for a whole year, just play together for a whole year and see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let's just say that somebody had told them to do that, and somebody on that team was like, "It's not gonna happen." Let's just say somebody who told them is one of us right here.
Hey, that's one hell of a team, man. Shit, that's like the all-star team right there, man. I gotta say.
And that's after getting our ass kicked by them. And I was like, "Yo, like, this is legit, bro." But nevertheless, moving on.
Yep.
What about about 5 underrated players, man?
Oh my god.
In your opinion.
I've been blessed to know so many players that it's under the radar, but I can only name 5. God damn.
Yeah.
I gotta say I gotta give love to my boy Roger, man. Everybody, like, he's such a big part of what we do. He could do everything. You know what I mean? Everything I've me and Ku have ever asked him to do. He's always, I got this, Yeah. The crazy part is I don't understand why Buddha doesn't get enough love from the volleyball world,
Don't look at me.
But
I cut all you guys off just to show them love.
And I gotta say Ty Lee, man. Ty Lee he's more known with Team Reckless, but he ended his career with Primetime, our defensive player. And I don't know if you guys know Lee, the setter for Team Impact back in the days. Man, that guy's all high Q, all heart, but I don't know. I think he's worth a lot more than what people give him credit for.
Yeah.
And no one knows my little brother, man. I was like, G Vang, man.
Yeah.
He does some crazy shit on the court, man. Especially defense. We play indoor. He ran. It was deflection. It was going towards the wall. He jumped off the wall.
Oh,
we got the ball back in play, and we got the side out, man. That's one crazy example that my little brother does. It's like, but he just in and out of the games so much that people don't know too much about them. But just going to give a little credit to them.
Anybody else?
I gotta say Mango, man. Our boy Mango. He played with Raven. Dude, he got more wins than anyone I've known. Let's put it this way. He played with Raven, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
You know how many tournaments, how many games they have won? And then he played with Primetime.
Yeah.
He got more wins than all of us put together, bro.
You're ranking that
he
shit
got
up.
more rings than all his fingers and toes.
Dude's like Robert Ory, man. He's always on the right team.
He do got his own island and everything.
Hey, big shot, man. He does the little things, No one sees it, but we sees it. We all see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
No, that's for real.
That's my 5 guys right there.
Man. Those underrated players, man. This is a lot, man. Because like I said, like every year there's only one team that wins. You know what I mean? One team that gets to kind of shine.
Yeah.
And
you know what? One thing I could give you guys, I mean, not you guys, but as a volleyball community, is find role players that fit your system, man.
Yeah.
And that will do the best that they could do at their job. And that's one thing I think about Primetime is we have a lot of good role players that do their job extremely well to the best that their capability could do and beyond that what we could ask for. You know what I mean? And they're not looking for like a medal at the end of the day. They just want to do what it takes for the team to win. I was telling them, hey, it's not about shining, man. You know what's shining? You know how to build legacy? Winning championships.
Right.
Yeah.
You win championships, hey, that's it right there, man.
Lives on forever, man.
But you know what's underrated with your guys' team is cool, man. Like cool. Like all your guys, all your hitters on any team, they're like superstar hitters. But it's the fact that they all, like, and you can tell me if I'm wrong or not, but it's the fact that they all respect Ku, and they respect you, and they respect the process that you guys put out in front of them, and they're like, okay, man, we're gonna follow it, and we're gonna trust your way, and we're gonna do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it kind of seems like. You know what I mean?
You're 100% on that, man.
Come on, man. Like you put any of your hitters on my team, they'll be the top hitter. You know, like it. But the thing is, like, you put them with Koo and you and your guys' vision and your process, then they're like, okay, like we're not gonna fight for our sets, we're not gonna fight for our touches or whatnot. You know what I mean? We're just gonna, when it comes, it comes. I just gotta deliver. That's it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
We always tell our guys, one game could be Kong, one game could be Andy, one game could be Roger, one game could be whoever. But it's all about matchups. You know what I mean? So if we have the right matchup, that's your game to shine, bro.
No,
go at it.
But KC and Ty said that Koo's a hitter. I remember playing.
Koo's a badass hitter, man.
I remember playing Koo as a hitter though. I think that year when we played against Zero Gravity, I think Koo was hitting for that. Because I think
Koo got a mad ass cut, bro.
Yeah, I don't.
He got a mad ass cut. A couple tournaments where like the hitters were stuck. I was like, hey, Koo, go hit, man.
Bench these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Oh man, I hear you.
The crazy part about Koo is like we're family, right? And so I could tell him like how it is, you know what I mean? Yeah. And no, he's a really good guy, so no judgment or no nothing, no hard feelings or anything. So that's why we mesh so well. The crazy part was like I used to run everything, like do like if I call timeout, I want to run this play, and we run that play, But when Koo came to the team, as we start playing, we were so in sync that like I didn't have to control everything. Like Koo would do like all the in game, and I would do the adjustments.
Yeah.
So that's why we click so well. You know what I mean? Where I give him he was like the offensive coordinator. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I trust you 100%. Just go and run the team, and whatever you see, I trust you. Just go and do it. And that first year, Koo came on board, dude, we were winning already, man. Yeah. We were winning already.
Okay, let's get into this right here, man. This is kind of one thing I think you're an expert in.
I'm not expert in anything.
Five things as a parent that you can do to raise a successful athlete.
Oh, that's one of my passion right now, man. With my kids, it's how I can give them the love of the sport, of any sport. It doesn't have to be a sport of my choosing. So for me, I like to give them all the experiences, no matter what it is. T-ball, softball, whatever the sport is. I try them all. I try to give them as much experience as possible. And when I was a kid, I always tell my oldest, he's old enough, I say, I'm living through you, man. You get to do everything I wish I could have done as a kid. You travel the country playing ball. During the summer, you live in a hotel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're in Texas, you're in Louisiana, you're like everywhere, you know what I mean? And be able to afford it. So, being a parent that could provide and give them that support, number one, support, you know what I mean? Not with just money, but your time.
Yes.
Let them know that what they're doing, you'll be there for them. Or you'll be there with them along with the ride until you can see that, they got this. You know what I mean? Like my son's going to college, he's going to play basketball. Now I can say, now you don't need me anymore. You know what I mean? You know what you're supposed to do. You have the coaches, you have whatever you need to be successful. It's up to you, and when he was younger, I would say, don't let them quit, man. Yeah. I don't let my kids quit anything. It doesn't matter if they're no matter what they do, me and my wife, we don't let them quit.
That's so true, man.
Like my son, he played football in elementary school. He played quarterback, receiver, running back, right? And he was playing quarterback. And this him, man. Like, yeah, no time to throw the ball. You get sacked.
Boom,
With it, you know what I mean?
yeah, boom. Taste of
So, like,
reality.
in a game, he get hit like 30 times, you know?
Yeah.
And he wanted to quit. I'm like, no, you're not quitting, bro. Hey, in here, we don't quit. You finish the season.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the season, if you tell me that you don't like football, you don't want to play football, that's a different story than quitting while you're in the season. You're the quarterback. You're the running back. You play defense, you know? And the coolest part was he still, you know, appreciate that to this day because as the season went on, they got better. At the end of the season, his last game, I think he threw for 2 touchdowns. He ran in for 1 touchdown. And he had so much fun that he wanted to continue playing football on. You know what I mean? Even my younger ones, I don't let them quit, you know. But it's different when the season ended and you don't want to play the next season. Yeah. So don't let them quit, man. A lot of kids, they quit everything. It's too hard. I'm gonna quit. Yeah. Life is hard.
Quitting is easy.
Yeah. Life is hard. You gonna quit on life?
Right.
Yeah, everyday life is a struggle, man. So you can fight through those little things. When the hard things in life come along, I just hope that they could fight through it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So you try building for real life shit, real life stuff, you know? And that's one thing I love about sports, you know?
Sure.
And not that, but we're not experts in a sport that they might like. Seek out. Yeah. Find experts in that field or sport. It doesn't have to be a sport. It could be a hobby or whatever it is, right? They could be into theater, whatever, you know, cheerleading, whatever it is, you know. But seek out experts or people that know the hobby of the sport. And it's okay as a parent to say, I don't know anything about it, but I'm going to seek the best that I could probably find for you to pursue, you know. So my son, he was blessed enough to have coaches that believe in him, trainers that work with him, you know, clubs, AAU. So now I know what to do with my 2 younger ones. You know, my old, I had no idea going into it, but now I got a little bit more experience, you know. Yes. And just let them know that education is just as important as sports. Right. They have to go hand in hand. You know, me, I don't know. I came to the United States when I was 6. I came with nothing other than a pair of sandals and whatever clothes I have on. So education and sport is a foundation of who I am today. You know, it gives me everything that I have today. Believe it or not, I used to be a shy kid, man. Like I was like, I don't want to talk to anybody. Like in class or anything, I was just like, but now you can't shut me up, you know what I mean?
I'm still the same way. I need like 2-3 beers to kind of bring me out.
But you got to tell them education is important. And they have to do well in school to be able to play sport, you know. So like I said, I'm blessed. My oldest, he graduated with 4.2 GPA. He's going on an academic scholarship. He got a basketball offer. And then the last one I would say is find what your kid is passionate about. What is their gift? Every human being, I believe, has a God-given gift and talent. Yes. I think a big part of parenting is finding that gift. Like the way we grew up, I don't give I'm not meant to bash my parents or parents of the past. It just it was a struggle for them, right? It was just hard just to find food to feed us. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, which balls on, you know what I mean? But now we're in a better place where we know better.
Right.
So, being a parent is discovering your child's gift and talent, and what can you do to help them cultivate that. And hopefully the best way to make a living is turn your passion into a profit, right? That's all I preach to all my kids. Turn your passion into a profit. If you can do that, dude.
You wake up every day, no problem. Do whatever you want. You got to do.
That's right. That's right. That's it, man.
Yeah.
Right there.
Wow, man. That was straight up knowledge right there, man. Man, hit up some great points right there, man. Especially the, you know, as parents, man, man, I'm telling you, man, our kids, they're like our biggest investment in our life, man. Bigger than a house, bigger than the car you're going to buy. We're going to pour a lot of money into our kids and a lot of time. So might as well do it right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Yeah. You know, it's no regrets.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I have a lot of regrets in my life. Like, what if I had the knowledge, if I had the support, or if I had, you know, what I could give my kids now and more, you know, what could I have been, you know? So I have a lot of regrets and stuff, but I don't want any more regrets. Like, I know I gave my kids everything that I could possibly give them.
Right.
And that just experience and time. That's all I could give them, right? Experiences and time. So.
Yes. Awesome, man.
And I want to see more Hmong athletes in college. That's what I want to see, man.
Yeah.
And finally see someone in professional, like a mainstream sport. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think we will soon. I think with the breakthrough of your son, obviously, and then the breakthrough of Sunisa Lee.
Hey, Suni Lee, man, she's already a role model of mine. I'm gonna use her a lot.
Yeah, for sure. So,
and whatever I say, man.
like Will and I said, man, like our generation, we're just pioneers, man. We're probably not gonna see the fruit of our labor. You know what I mean? Like our kids are probably gonna have kids, and we're gonna die off, and their kids gonna have kids, and their kids are probably gonna be professional, whatever that they want to be, and we're never ever gonna see it. But we're truly pioneers. You know what I mean? Like you know, getting our kids involved in all these stuff and whatnot. You know
hey, I mean? Quick question for you guys, since you guys always give the questions. Are you guys first generation or second generation?
We're first. We're first.
Yeah, we're first generation, man. Yeah, we were actually born here in the States.
They came over. I forget. I don't know what year, but it's sometime in the 80s.
Yeah, 1980.
But we were born in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just put it this way, man. See how much the Hmong people have progressed in a short amount of time?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's how I always say I have hope in our people of making that dream a reality. You know, just look at the other Asian people that's been here second, third, fourth, fifth generation.
Yes.
Dude, we barely, this is like, what, second generation?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's true.
Our kids and their kids, you know, hopefully our grandkids, we're going to see it, you know what I mean? So we got plenty to be proud of, man. Just a short amount of time being here in the States. And
and sometimes, you know, we don't realize that. You know what I mean? Sometimes we don't realize that, like, shit, we're just still so fresh yet. You know what I mean? We still have.
We're fresh on the boat over here.
Yeah. We still have yet to, you know.
We're not even that far from like people who are off the board are still alive. So we're still pretty close. Like my parents and stuff, like they're still alive too. So it's just like, man. Sometimes we do get impatient with our people when we see stuff on the news, like, oh man, these people are like this. But at the same time, we do have a lot to be proud of too within the 40 years that we've been in the States. You know, just the progress, the amount of doctors, lawyers, or just the amount of people who's been successful. So
and that's just the way that, you know, that I speak to my, you know, 16-year-old son and my 8-year-old daughter. You know, it's like it's more than just you. You know, you just don't represent yourself. You know, like I'm sorry, man. Like you just don't represent yourself. Like you represent your culture, everything. You know, like being Hmong and everything. You know what I mean? Like it.
Oh hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you just don't go out there and it's just you. It's unfortunate, but that's just, you know, as a second generation, you know, that's just the way it is, man. Like,
well, that's how Mika are more taught, man. You know, Mika, man, they're more taught to be individual. You know, you're your own person. You represent your dad, your family, your ancestors. We're gonna go on and on. So
look, you raise that ground. Like you got to raise that ground so the next person that starts, he's higher, or they're higher.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So when they go 2 steps, it's a little bit higher than what you even finished at. You know what I mean? So you got to raise that ground. You know what I mean? And that's the essential. Like that's the ultimate goal. Man. Yeah.
Hey, that's why I don't listen to those naysayers, man. Because because they haven't done it, they haven't gone through it, doesn't mean you can't do it.
Right.
So
takes one.
Keep moving. Dream big, man. That's why I tell my son, dream big.
Yeah. All right, man. Start bench and cut.
Oh, right. Snap. This is the one right here.
Let's do it.
All right. Start bench cut.
It's gonna be a hard one. I already know.
No, it might be easy for you. We go with Elaine from KO. Go Ifu, and then we go Blanc.
You said that's easy. God damn.
Coaching time, man. Here we go. Put your coaching hat on.
Start bench cut, man.
Ooh. It's like, is it today's game? Like, we're gonna play a Warsaw? Is that where I gotta pick from?
Oh, no.
In the prime. Everybody in the prime.
Everybody's in their prime, bro.
Well, it's a good thing I saw everybody in their prime, then.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh. Shit.
You need a little beer?
Damn.
You need a lick of courage?
Okay.
You need a lick of courage?
Oh, man. I'm not scared to say how it is. It's a hard pick for this one.
They're all great players, man.
There's no wrong answer, bro. Trust me, you go either way. It don't matter.
All right, so hey, if you don't feel right about it, all you 3 guys will have a drink next time. All right, I think. I would have to start Blanc, man.
Yeah.
I would have to start Blanc. Just because he could hit. Not that, but he's a solid blocker as well.
He's a good blocker. Yeah.
And he doesn't always have the straight down hit, but he could tool off you. His hit's so powerful that if it hits hands, it's going out of the crowd. Mm-hmm. You know. I seen him break many umbrellas, so I would just start Blanc. I would have to bench Elaine because hey, those cuts when we play together, man, no one could stop that cut. That deep cut, oh my god, it just is deadly. And then I want to cut Afu.
Personal, dude. It's personal,
That's
bro.
The first time. That's the first time anyone have cut
personal, bro.
Right?
All those times A-Food did me wrong.
Yeah, you got.
Just kidding. We love you, A-Fu,
Hey,
man.
A-Fu is like 100, Shaun 0.
The one time you can get him, man.
Yeah, you got him. Got that motherfucker.
They're all great players, man.
Yeah,
Legends.
but,
No, they're all
legends.
great, man. If
Oh,
I
yeah.
could build a team with them, goddamn,
Oh yeah.
we'll win forever.
Oh yeah.
them three, us three, we going to finals, bro.
No, I'll be coaching. You guys jump on.
Oh man. All right, man. I know we're taking a lot of your time here, man, but it's been
No, you're fine.
but-
My wife's out playing ball right now, so I'm good.
This has been nothing but good stuff right here. I hope a lot of people get through this conversation. But winding down there, how has your success in Hmong volleyball like evolved you in your personal life?
Everything, man.
Yeah.
Everything. Whatever you see, I try to build a legacy here. We're just doing what's right, you know what I mean? And try and bring volleyball back. That's what it is. So we'll see how if COVID don't come back, next year we're gonna have some tournaments in Fresno. So Midwest, get ready.
Show up.
But
Show up.
it's giving me everything I have in my life right now, man. The confidence. My wife says sometimes my head is a little bit too big now, but I tell her, it's about confidence. I didn't have that as a kid or growing up, so it has given me that. Every job I've interviewed for, I've got it. And that comes from volleyball, man.
Yeah.
Just giving you that confidence and like, how could you use that in the real world, right? And as being a teacher and coach, I see the importance of that in building the character of a human being as well. All the guys I have coached, I hope they're doing well. And, I think if anything, I just hope they're good human beings and doing something positive in our community, Yeah. So, hey, volleyball has given me everything I have today, man. Plus, I met my wife through volleyball, man. Shit. Yeah. So, I play ball my Kajadala, so it was easier when
Yeah.
And you got sisters and stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna marry your sister.
For sure, man.
For real,
But
man.
Apply whatever you do in sports into your real life. A lot of people say you can't do both, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people say, hey, if you pick sport, you're not going to do anything in life.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite. I say sports will build character, will build the fire within you and the fight in you, where you will accomplish whatever you want to accomplish by working hard and believing in yourself, right? So don't let other people tell you that you can't do it. I did it, with education, going to college, got my degree, all that stuff, and I'm still playing ball to this day, right? So if I could do it, hey, I always like to say, a boy from the jungle of Laos could do it.
Yeah.
One of you guys can as well, man.
Damn. What a story, bro. And it's not done yet, too.
Well, I'm trying to ride this as long as I can, man. I'm a kid at heart, I'm a kid at heart. So my wife's letting me be a kid at heart as long as I can be. So
take advantage of it.
That's right.
So come on. So last question, man. One last advice, man. You got a whole bunch ready. I know it's asking a lot of you to spit out one more advice for all these young bucks out here. But can you give us one more advice for all these young bucks out here?
Okay, I'll give you the same advice as give my kids, man.
Yeah.
Champions are made during the off season. like you were saying a while ago, you trained a week before the tournament and you expect to be champions, right?
Right.
Not gonna work, man.
Right.
Champions are made during the off season.
Is that a challenge?
Hey, unless you put Hova, Yulane, Ku,
You can do
put
that.
Allen.
It could happen. Trust me, social
you
media.
You can put those guys together. You might not need no practice. But all I gotta say is, just gotta have a lot of heart.
Yes.
Be passionate in what you do, and be committed.
Yes.
Understand that you're gonna make sacrifices from time away from your family. Believe it or not, almost every J4 for the last decade, we're in Minnesota. And my wife's birthday is July 5th. We have never celebrated her birthday until this year. We went somewhere other than Minnesota, right? Just put it this way. Ever since I was 19 years old, we never had Thanksgiving at home because during Thanksgiving weekend is Sacramento New Year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be willing to make a commitment and sacrifice. So I tell my son, I don't have to see you every day. I don't have to see you and talk to you every day. I understand the sacrifice you're gonna make.
Right.
6 o'clock, he's in the gym working and he's putting shots up. Even before some people wake up, he's already put like 500 shots up, you know what I mean? And then go to school and then go to practice and then do weights or whatever training he needs to do. So just understand that you have to be willing to make those sacrifices. And then the big one is believe in yourself, man. If you believe that that's your God-given talent or gift, hey, go at it 100%, no regrets. But like I said, you got to be one to put work, though. Everybody wants to be a champion.
Yeah.
But when the sun is out and it's 110 degrees, like in Fresno right now, no one's wow, right? You want to be a champion? Fucking get on the football stand.
Hell yeah.
Get those steps in, man.
Yep. That's how it is.
That's it right there. Just have a Mamba mentality, man. Mamba mentality.
That's a wonderful lesson, because I think sometimes when we live in the world of like social media now, a lot of the kids, they just see like all the glory, but they don't see all the behind the scenes stuff, man. It's crazy. It's just like the off season, you say, is critical when no one's watching your habits. So
that's right. Hey, believe in yourself and invest in yourself, man. So put work into the off season. Don't wait a week before J4. You want to be a J4
Hey, there's no secret to it, boys and girls, man. Just hard work. That's all it is.
That's it. There's no secret, man.
Right?
There's no secret.
Yeah.
Yo, man, it's been dope.
But before you guys cut off, man,
I
say I gotta give it a shout out to my football team that we won J4 in 2008. Hey, Team Delphi, man. Rebels from Fresno. Hey, still love you guys and family for life, man.
Y'all doing everything out here, aren't you?
That's it. Hey, I gotta do it where I still can, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Payne, Will, thanks for the platform. Thank you for just give me time, man. I know time's valuable away from your kids and family, but I appreciate what you guys do to the volleyball community and sharing knowledge. Believe it or not,
for sure.
I watch all these legends that you guys bring on, even like the guys in town, man. I hear some stuff that they never told me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what you guys do, but you get it out of them. So
few beers will do a lot.
That's awesome. Keep at it.
Hey, we appreciate all the love from California and from all of our viewers as well, too, man. We really appreciate all you guys. And, volleyball to us and our family as well, too, it's more than just a game. It's like for you, too, man, it's a way of life and, just a way of doing things. So,
Yep, that's it. Hey, my whole family, man, my wife, my kids, everybody. That's
dope.
right there.
That's dope, man.
Sure. It's a beautiful game, man, and we just hope to promote it and not let it have it go away anytime soon.
Yeah.
So just to see this wonderful turnout and also this coming up weekend, it's very promising, and it's gonna be a great tournament. So
I can't wait to see all these teams, all these nets, man. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The more we see that sports brings us as a culture together, you know, the more we can keep, you know, the sports alive. You know what I mean? Whether it be you know volleyball, football, flag football, basketball, whatever, soccer. You know what I mean? Whether whatever sports it is, you know what I mean? As long as we see that, you know, like I know we're trying to branch off of volleyball in our platform, trying to, you know, gravitate towards more other sports, but you know, if they see unity in us and in volleyball, then they'll see that, you know, once we approach basketball, that we're approaching with a good with good intentions, not just, you know, malice or anything else.
People will see it.
Yeah.
Hey, people will see it, man. They know what's right, what's wrong. So at the end of the day, if you do everything right, and I would say at the end of the day, if you go to sleep well, hey, you did everything that you thought was right. You know what I mean? So can't go wrong with that, man.
Yeah. Well.